Hello again. This is a DragonTravel tower. I have these in every one of my cities, and I wanted it to be fairly ornate, so it's easy to recognize from wherever you're at in the towns. And essentially what you do is you go inside, and there is these two signs right here that teach you what to do when you get to the top, and you climb up this ladder. And then there's some signs that you would just click on with an empty hand, and Dragon will come and take you to your next destination, which would be another one of these towers someplace else. Anyway, I'm going to show you how to build this guy, and I will go find myself a nice clean piece of land to build it on. In fact, I already have one, so I will just go right over there and show you. It's right here. And this red grid, this is World Edit. There's like a visual plugin you can add that gives you um, sort of a rendered outline of the selection set that you currently have. And I went ahead and did this, so I had made sure I had a nice flat spot that was a big enough area. It's 9 by 9, and these are all the materials you're going to need. Technically, you don't need grass, but you know, you end up blowing away the grass on accident. You have it there. Anyway, this is the wand from World Edit. This is so you can select these grids and stuff like that. I don't really think I'll need that once this is done, so probably don't need it in my tool palette. But um, these are the items you're going to need. You're going to need stone bricks, stone blocks, whatever you want to call them, regular stone. This is actually item 43, which is 2 half slabs stacked on top of each other. And in order to get that, if you have I think you can just do it with regular creative mode, but essentially you type /I space 43 and then it gives you 64 stack of these. We also have the stone block stairs, we have cobblestone, and then I chose to use a dispenser because it's fairly ornate and has like a little face on it. This is just a decorative piece. You could use really any of these other block types or one of your own that you like. Doesn't have to be there. It's just something to make it look like a little gargoyle type thing or whatever. They have glowstone, and I'm gonna swap these out for torches, which I'll probably regret later when I blow away the grass, but that's okay. So we'll start out, we'll just set this 9 by 9 area to cobble. And then I'm going to show you guys a little trick. I am not in a single player world right now. I'm in a server, and in order to do all these commands, you have to have world edit, which comes with single player commands. But a lot of you know when you go into a server side and you try to use things such as reach, it doesn't work. Fly doesn't work, and there's just a lot of buggy commands. So I have a plugin that's called Extended Reach, and to turn it on, you just type in Extended Reach like so, hit enter, and then it says Extended Reach enabled. I already have it enabled, so I'm not going to do that. But and then the other thing that people complain about a lot, if you have the plugin that shows the red outlines like this, they tell you to type in select cuboid like this, and then it makes it go away. Well, probably a lot of you have discovered that doesn't work. So what I found is that if you just type /select, and then, and I know this seems silly, but you type it again with cuboid this time, it goes away. So I don't know what kind of weird little bug that is, but it's, you know, frustrating, and I don't know why they did it that way, but they did, and I don't really like it. But oh well, go figure. So anyway, let's get this build underway. So what I'm gonna do, I think, is I'm gonna start out showing you how to build the lower course, and it's just gonna be kind of like a little castle, I guess you could say. And then we're going to have another small castle type thing on top of that, and then another one on top of that. And I'm thinking that's probably going to be the easiest way to build this. So let me fly up here so I can get like a better angle. But so we want 2 stacks of this 43 stuff. So if you're doing the single slabs, you're gonna have to click on it like 4 times instead of 2 like I'm doing. And once we get these in place, what I'm probably gonna end up doing is just building one wall, and then I will show you that full build, and then I'll just kind of cut and paste it into the other 3 sides because they're all identical, every single one of them. So what I did there, this is just the door to enter into this place. So you have like these kind of forming an arch right here. And then here we're going to have more of these. And then we're going to switch over to stone for this part. This is where those little decorative pieces go that I was telling you about. So I like these because they had a face. This texture pack is actually, well, it's my own now. I may put a download link to it. But originally it was Ovo's Rustic Pack, and then it became a mod from like Jamesy Boy Minecraft, I believe, where he kind of just sort of made his own version of it. And then a company that has a server called Minecraft Fun got a hold of it and kind of made some more tweaks. And then I just went in and replaced all these things back to their original because some of the pictures they had I didn't really care for. You're also missing a lot of components just because of the updates. When you went to like 1.0, they were missing a lot of the new stuff that was added. When you went to 1.1, now, you know, the eggs and stuff like that, those are missing. So I just kind of put the old one back in to get all that stuff back in there. I could take my time and draw it, but I didn't really feel like doing that. So this is kind of how it starts out. It just sort of looks like a little simple castle. And then we continue by adding that guy here. And then we're going to go up with another little kind of arch right there. And then this is where it's going to start changing, because we're going to bring this out. And I hate that. Computer says, no, you're too far away to click, so I'm going to blow away all the blocks that you already drew. I do not understand that. And then we have these outside structures here, which are 3 tall. And then we carry that up onto here with 3 tall. And then we're going to pop this out 1, pop that out 1, and then we go back to this style for 2, and then back to regular stone. And we are once again kind of leaving this arch. This whole thing is just a series of like various sized arches, styles, stuff like that. So, why does this look weird? I think this is right. So we're putting these in, this is, I'm using that extended reach. As you can see, it's kind of nice because I wouldn't be able to click like that otherwise, which is extremely annoying. Now I'm going to do a little bit of this side just so this corner works out. It just kind of makes it easier to see what you're doing when you do it that way. So I'm gonna go work on this corner here too. 1, 2, 3. Pop that out. One of these here. Oops. Put that there. And then that guy's gonna start there again. And then 1, 2, 3 for that. And then we switch back to these. And I double stack this. You could do 3 of the singles if you wanted to. It really just depends on what look you want. So once again, this is kind of just another like castle piece that's on top of the other castle piece, but it's, as you can see, is you know, taller. It has like taller spires here. And so this is where I added my glowstone, and you don't have to add this. I just like it because it's kind of a neat lighting system for inside here.